All right, here we go. So today we have a casual, laid back stream. Sometimes I get in and I try to go hard charging. Not today. Today I'm just goofing around. I'm just going to be messing around with the game and, tinkering here and there just for fun. So I think just for fun, I'm going to start by firing it up and seeing what we can see. And when something occurs to me that I want to change about the gameplay, then I'll work on it. But mainly, I'm just here to have a little fun and goof off. You know what? I'm going to skip these and I'll just start fresh. So let's go on down here. I might sing some sea shanties. Oh, you know what? I don't want this. I want to do this. And there we go. All right. Chat filter, all messages. All right, here we go. So let's wander down here. Okay, I don't like that I'm only getting 21 frames a second. You know what? I want this tree fixed. I'm just going to do that too. As I come across things, I'm going to fix them. Maybe I'll start with that. So just off the... Let's start with that. Go to foliage. I think that's it right there. What is this? Gotta get out of the way, dude. Select. Fix that one. Yeah, maybe I'll do that a little bit. Let's go around and I kind of like the trees around here as they are. They're okay. Are there others though that are like stuck up in the air like that? I think there are. Here's one. That's a little weird. I guess that happens when I draw over top of a bunch that I've already laid down. Or paint, whatever. I'm going to leave the sloop in because I want to see the wind effects and I want to start to get familiar with them. I want to get proper buoyancy in the water. I want to get the water sorted out so that I can get working on my ship sailing. But I'm really having a struggle yesterday. Well, I was last night. I don't know. Maybe I was just tired or something. But I could not get it to work. I couldn't even get the shaders to show properly. Now I've had them. I have had buoyancy working in 4.27 Unreal. I had the ship floating and I could sail it even. And I don't know if 5.1 is just more demanding on my system and my poor little graphics card is just tapped out or what, but let's pull this. Where's that tree? I want it out of there. And I'm just pulling a couple here and there. You know, I think maybe I'll just take the absolute biggest ones out of this part. It's around the fringe of the, it's kind of weird how it does that. They're just around the fringe of the island. I think the taller trees should tend to be toward the center, you know, where they're more protected by. Let's just pull these. I don't have to have them, so. Come on, man. Why won't it select? Yeah, I think that's it. I'll have the lower stuff. What is this down here? Palmettos. I don't think palmetto is going to grow out here. I think this sandbar doesn't need. Yeah, you're not going to have a pine here. Maybe a cypress would grow, but not even a cypress. I think at the fringes of the ocean. So let's just thin it out a bit. I don't need all the trees. I don't need the giant ones here. I think what I want is this to be a little more windswept. So that's what we're going to do. All right, man, come on. That's a little better. And it probably doesn't do a whole lot, but, you know, if I gain a frame per second, I'm happy. As delicate as the balance is right now. Yeah, that's a little better. What I really don't want is stuff like this, where they're floating in the air. So let's pull them. They should be a little thinner, you know, just like these right here are shading out the sable palm. I prefer more palms. I've got to adjust the mix of my brush, I think. And why not? We'll make wood scarce here. I'll leave a few. I don't mind a few being here, you know, but I don't need a dense pine forest. All right. I'm just selecting happy little trees. God bless you, Mr. Ross. When I was starting my career as a painter, I worked in a production studio, and we made copies of famous paintings and made wallpaper, you know, for shops and like big chains and restaurants and stuff. And we had this big warehouse where we did a lot of our work. And in our off time, while we were watching paint dry, we built a shrine to Bob Ross. I wonder if it's been a long time, so I doubt it's still there, but it'll be kind of neat to see it again. There we go. Okay. I think that can only help. I'm just going to thin these out a little bit, make it a little bit more naturalistic. Doesn't really need it, but, you know, I'm going to pull this one too. Distribution of these different species in different types of environments. And I would like, for the sake of realism in my, well, I mean, I spent a lot of time in South Florida when I was young, and when I saw what they did, I said, you know, that looks like home. I know what these forests and swamps look like, and islands and things, and their model looked right, just intuitively. And so I want to copy their distribution per square meter, or what, per 10 meters, whatever the setting they have is. And I want to recreate that so that players are immersed. So I'm not going for total realism, but I do want immersion. One of the things I've loved about various games over the years, starting with, I think, well, in terms of online games, Ground Control, in the year, I think it came out in 2000. And I remember being really impressed driving across the desert in that game, and at times really just being immersed on this alien planet in the desert with fog or sand blowing around and stuff. Do I want this like that? Yeah, let's take that out. Yeah, I just want to thin these down a little bit. And I'm also trying to gain some performance. I've got to get more frames. And I don't really need every tree in here to really, I just need a representative of I need a representative of each type, or a few of each type, in order to be able to get everything tested. But let's move this one back a bit. I think different purposes.